Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone, depending on your time zone. My name is Kingsley, I'm your host. So today is a very fantastic day. We're waiting for 4:45 so that our premium members can join. But then, whoever has joined until now, congrats for joining early. So I just want to place analysis, then I'm going to leave the screen and mute myself while we wait for news because I don't want to trade with emotions. Okay. Yesterday was a very dull day, and today also has proven to be a dull day. Look at what happened yesterday. These moves happened yesterday, and then today again we've had some moves. These moves yesterday, and then today we've had some similar moves. There's no serious, move to the up or down side. So it's and of course, we cannot have actually trade without volume. We tend to be more successful when we have volume in the market, right? So I'm just gonna wait for volume. Without volume, I may not be able to take a trade. In as much as I've shared some signal on the group, but then it's not a guarantee that price must work in our favor today, right? So let's see how all these things works out. Okay. All right. Okay. This is looking so promising. Not sure if this trade is going to hold or not, because looking at the movement around here, it seems we are bound for a low movement to the downside. Let's see. Okay, so what we could do is to maintain for US oil. For those that wants to trade US oil, what I'm gonna do is to just let you guys understand what's happening here. Okay, looking at this, I don't trust this. Why? Because looking at this, we have a couple of levels, a couple of peaks that we should be careful about. 1, 2, 3, right? So looking at this, it's equivalent to having 3 or 4 peaks together in the same area. So I'm expecting to have a very quick move to the upside. I'm expecting a very fast move to the upside, whereby price is going to go as far as this level to gather liquidity. That's what I'm expecting. Okay, price is going to go as far as this level to gather liquidity, and then it's going to turn backwards to keep going down. That is mimicking this candle. I mean, it's going to do something like this, but in a with bigger volume, right? So I'm not sure that is going to be the case, but that is what I'm looking out for. If I can't see anything like that, then it means I'm going to take some risk some things. Let's see how this all works out. Let's see how it works out. Okay, but then for those of us who are trade hungry, do not take any losing trade. What I'm gonna advise you to do, looking at this setup, it becomes very clear that price may likely fall down. It may likely take a dip down to 106.646. So if you are trade hungry, I'm not taking the trade though. If you are trade hungry, wait for the break. This closure of 15 minutes. One second, guys. Just 1 second, guys, please. Okay, like I was saying, wait for closure of 15 minutes below here. I mean, in this region. If it closes below, let me make this very big. I just want everyone to get the point. So If 15 minutes closes below the previous 15 minutes, then there is a very big chance that price is just going to open. The next 15 minutes is just going to open, try to go up, and then keep going down. There is a very big chances, right? So we see more light around here than in the in NAS, right? So let's dwell a little bit here. Okay, the break of this low, now 15 minutes has closed, so the break of this low is going to trigger us to get some positions. Okay, looking at the setup itself, it looks very promising. So let's see if we're going to make anything from this trade, guys. Okay, for NAS, I'm waiting for NYSE open. Okay, this is not going to be the case. The case is going to be a case of hello, good morning, Abdurrahman. Welcome, thanks for joining. Welcome, Abdurrahman, for joining. I mean, thanks for joining and welcome. Sorry. Ideally, our profit is actually going to be somewhere around 105.166. Okay. Hi, Rahman. How are you? Good to see. Good to have you around today. Good to have you around today, really. So the target right now, what we are working on now at the moment is to see if we're going to get a very fantastic move with US oil. Okay, so let me forget about this. If my bias today is sell, if he's buying, I'm going to leave it because I don't trust. Why am I leaving it? I don't trust this zone. I don't trust this. Okay, so in as much as we have a lot of movement around here, we have up to 78 pips. It's okay, let the 78 pips go because I don't trust it, right? I trust sells more than buys. So my bias today, let me remove this, everything here. Okay, apart from my levels that indicates that something strong is somewhere there. So if you are in for this trade, I think we should be in now. Yes, we are in. Okay, so if you are in for this trade, do not forget use proper risk management. And I'm trading with 15 minutes, so I expect the trade to hit stop loss anytime from now. Okay, I'm trading with 15 minutes time frame, so I expect the trade to hit any stop loss anytime from now. But if it doesn't hit stop loss and you're in the trade, it's going to be a good thing for you today, because oil is a bastard, is a sick bastard. It moves like mad whenever it wants to move. Look at the way it moves. If it wants to move, it moves clearly. I mean, if it doesn't want to move, it's not going to move. Okay, so look at the way it moves here. You can see literally the way it moves. Look at it. It moves like a crazy bastard, right? So if you're in this trade, congrats for jumping in early. So this is how we do it here. This is how we do it. We get in early. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out with very minimal stop loss, which is we have here about 72 pips stop loss, which is nothing compared to what you're targeting, which is about 490 pips, right? Target is 490 pips. 1:7 risk reward ratio. I'm not a risk reward guy, but then this got me thinking. Okay, that was why I mentioned it. So but then we're going to take partials anytime soon. Let's keep observing that and see how what price does, whether we should close the trade or not. Okay, again, I didn't take this trade. This is for those that trade hungry. Okay, the parameters are on the screen, clearly on the screen. Okay, all right, let's look at our favorite pair, which is NAS100, which is the reason why everyone is here and on this live stream. Okay, so I've analyzed NAS100, and from daily time frame we can clearly see that the trend is bullish, right? But this bullish is not a strong one. It's a very weak bullish move. It has broken yesterday's high, which is well appreciated, but then I don't still trust the bullish move. It's possible that this is going to close, today is going to close something like this. It is possible that today is going to close like this candle. Okay, I don't know, but looking at this one candle slash and then 3 candles, attempting to fill up 1 candle slash, that is going to tell you that this is most likely some sort of onion play, right? So let's see what price is trying to do. Let's hope it works out fine for us. So looking at 4 hours, we're going to see that the trend is still bullish, but with an exception, right? Bullish move with an exception. So see the plan. The plan is they break. If this candle is about to break, close in 10 minutes. This 4 hours is going to close in 10 minutes. So if next 4 hours breaks the high of this candle, then we're going to get in buy. We're going to buy for 127 130 pips. It's going to be a very quick buy. Okay, but if it goes ahead to break the low of this candlestick, it means that this is actually a fake out. Fake out in the sense that price broke out of this level. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be this level, but then I want to assume this level, but then it's wrong. I'm gonna call it this level. Okay, price broke out of this level, attempted to go up and then broke back inside, right? If it breaks the low, if it breaks this low, right? So it's going to be an attempt to break out, but then it failed and the bears had it, right? So it broke back inside, then it's going to continue moving down to the towards 11059.21. So that is what we are looking at today. So let's go lower. So today we are double biased, not really double biased, mostly I'm bearish biased, but then the break of this current 4 hours is going to mean that price will definitely touch 11642.55. Okay, so looking at what we have, you can see the reason why I have bearish bias today. You can see we have price touching this point and touching this point over again. This is the third touch today. So price is most likely attempting to break this, and if it breaks it, there's going to be a fantastic move straight forward to 11268.55, and this is the move where we're going to benefit so well. Then we're going to close at least 90% of our trades and then wait for price to see if it's going to touch 11059. If it doesn't, it's okay. If it does, fantastic. Okay, so let's hope things work out the way we have planned. This is the plan. It is pretty simple. I have shared some signal on the group whereby I have given this level, I think the break of this as my entry, right? So you can see already I took a trade here and I closed it here, okay, because I knew this was going to happen. So what I don't know whether is going to happen is the break of this low. The break of this low means that we're going to get in and take some profits. Okay, so this is what I expect to happen. Let's see whether it's going to happen or not. If you have questions, if you have anything to talk about, now is the time. While we wait for NYC open, let's have a great time. Let's all have a fantastic time together today. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome today. I have a feeling that today is gonna be a profit day. Let's look at US oil. It's not doing anything reasonable, it's just wasting time. If you got into this trade, you have the option of quitting now. I don't want you to lose. I'm not in the trade, so I didn't take this trade. If you got in, you have the option of closing because you're not at loss yet. Okay, so let's wait for our favorite pair while we look at what the hell is happening. Okay, so you can clearly see that I shouldn't have closed my position. Perhaps I should have left it. What's actually happened there do I say without strength is breakout and retest, which is smart money zone. Okay, this is smart money zone. Smart money guys, they're playing some games here, on a low key. Okay, if this is really a smart money move, I mean, like my short smart money move, it would have got into this area. Price would have gone all the way up here and then reversed to keep going down. And I've set positions. I've set some sell limits around here, around this level. I have some sell limits around this level. So price comes up here again, it's going to get triggered and then it's going to continue going down. Otherwise, I'm going to wait for NYSC open. So that, but while I'm waiting for NYSC open, if I get a closure below here, I may take advantage of that. This is 15 minutes. So let's see how this all happens. At this point in time, we don't know. We are not sure of what's going to happen in the next 30 minutes. So it's better we keep it simple and wait for price action, which has always been our source of motivation. to make profits, right? So let's wait for price action. So this all is all valid. This all these lines are valid. Okay. So we wait now. Gonna give you some fine music, of course, non-copyright. Okay. So like I mentioned earlier, I told you guys this is 15 minutes. We may see price going up to hit our stop loss. I'm not entirely saying that this is not a valid trade. As per my strategies, this is a very, very valid trade. Okay, but then the confirmation is not strong because we're using 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so that is why I didn't take the trade. If you took the trade and you feel that you cannot bear the loss of 72 pips, exit the trade. Okay, if you can bear the loss, leave it open. There are chances that price is going to drift down anytime from now, even though I still don't see any volume in market. The volume is not so encouraging, but then you wouldn't know when the volume is going to move in, when the market movers are going to come in. So it's better to wait than to shut down and come back and see something fantastic happening. Now, if this young man, this candle right here, if it closes bearish, okay, there are two things that's going to happen. Okay, if it closes bearish, then the next candle that's going to form will form perhaps like this. Okay, it's going to form like this and then drop. Okay, or it's going to just dance around, creating some sort of confirmation whereby it breaks below this candle. It breaks below this candle and then goes back goes back up to this level. Okay, and then the next candle is gonna the 530 candle, which is gonna bring volume into the market, is gonna drift down. I have mostly buy bias today. I mean, sorry, sell biased today. I am mostly sell biased today. I don't know why. So if I'm taking buy, I'm just gonna risk 0.5% of my account. But if I'm taking sell, I'm going to risk 1% to 2% of my account. So let's see how this works out. Hello, Rebi KK. New here. Could you do a little self intro? My name is Kingsley. I'm your host here on PPP Drahams. That's intro. I think it's in self intro enough, right? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Ray. Thanks for coming around. I hope you make a lot of profits today. Again. So I actually talked about what's going to happen here, and I said if this 30 minutes closes bearish, there are chances that price is going to continue moving down. Otherwise, the break of this 30 minutes is going to cause price to keep moving up. Okay, but then there are slim chances of price moving up. Why? Look at this. Look at this. If I were to be this guy that uses divergence, you're going to see with divergence that price is getting weak here. I don't know. I don't use divergence and I don't intend to use it. So let me stick to my price actions. You can see there's no much movement, like from this peak to this peak, from to this peak and to this peak. There's no much movement, so it makes sense to have to be biased. Yeah, exactly. The volume is low. The volume is low. The volume is low. Hi, Mr. Ray BKK. If you want to see the description of my trading style, go through my previous videos. It's pretty clear there. Okay. I trade price actions and price actions alone. Price actions, and of course, I have a favorite setup which is wedge. I'm going to draw that for you right here. If you are so much interested in knowing that, I suggest you please go through my previous videos and see that for yourself. Okay. I don't mean that to be any sort of insult. I just mean it with good faith. Okay. So I trade price actions, and of course I go mad when I see this setup. The setup you see on the screen, I go crazy when I see it. I go gaga when I see that. Okay. So let's hope this setup that is why I told you guys my bias today is mostly bearish. Okay. So even if price wants to go up, it's not gonna go up above here. Like it's not gonna just exceed this area, right? It's like it's more like a known situation whereby price just drops helplessly, right? So let's see. But then I just want to see if I can see any confirmation like this. If I can get a confirmation like this, it's gonna be awesome. A confirmation like this, if I can get it, whereby price moves very up, moves so much, and then closes bearish again. Oh my god, I'm gonna even open up to 5% of expose even 5% of my accounts for price to move from 11421.57 until 11059.21. Okay, that's no big deal. That's no big deal. So I'm going to leave this drawing on the screen, like this trend line, that's the wedge. I'm going to leave it on the screen just as a reminder. Volume is low today as usual, but then we may see changes. New York is still yet to open. So volume was low yesterday. Yes, because of that volume that was low yesterday, we are still trending, very stupidly, because NAS is technically driven by USD. Okay, so by the time USD owners babas open, then we can see volume, because market is still suffering from low volume of yesterday. Market was closed. Imagine you maybe on a weekend, market is closed, right? Nothing is happening until market opens. So technically, we're going to assume that bank is still on holidays until NYC opens. I can see some good signs here. See, I can see some good even though this is 15 minutes, I can see some nice good signs here that US oil is gonna drop. This is a good sign. It's a good sign. Closing bearish, and then the other previous 15 minutes has been low has been broken by the current 15 minutes. It's a pretty good sign that something good is going to happen today. If you are still in the trade, congrats to you. Okay, looking at this 30 minutes, it closed without a wick, right? So you know our stance when it comes to any candle closing without a wick, lower upper wick, close without a wick, which makes it a very dangerous candle right there. Okay, if the low is broken, price may keep drifting down. Okay, it's a very dangerous candle there. If the high is broken, price will keep going up. Okay, we don't have conclusions yet. Let's wait for NYC open. If nothing happens, then we're going to leave immediately. I mean, if there's no volume at 5:45 p.m. Dubai time, I'm going to leave immediately. Okay, that is in the next 15 minutes. There's no volume. No, I mean in the next 40 minutes. If there's no volume, I'm going to end the stream and do some other things. It's approximately 16 minutes to NYC Open. So let's find out what's going to be the fate of price today. There's no volume, no need of staying around. Just go home, take rest, save your money for the next day's trade, okay? Pat Habibi, welcome, 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 and good morning to you. When you're fixing your Zoom, hello Habibi, I have a platform for paid subscribers, not subscribers per se, for premium members of my channel. I have a separate platform for them. Currently, they are on Chime call with me. We have, just like Zoom, we have another platform, Amazon Chime. That's actually what we use. So just go to my channel, you're going to see some information about that, okay? Feel free to visit my channel. Normally, I didn't choose to charge before, but something in me asked me to start charging so that whoever is on the platform is going to take it seriously. Okay. Otherwise, if you feel that charging is not something for you, go ahead and join me on YouTube. It's still the same thing, the same knowledge. Just that by the time we progress, I'm going to start displaying my video and then their videos and stuff later. It's going to be on the stream. So that is actually some added advantage for them. So it's okay. I hope it's clear enough, Mr. Pat Habibi. Ten minutes, less than 10 minutes, approximately 8 minutes, 8 minutes per se. 8 minutes to NYSC open. Then we'll decide what we're gonna do with these guys. Whether we're trading today or we're just gonna go home and take some rest. Guys, please let's be more interactive. Ask me questions, a lot of questions, of course. Any question at this level, no question is annoying. I'm just gonna make reference to you. If I don't have answers to you, I'll make reference, okay? So, Mr. Abdurrahman, is there something you would like to share? Maybe you could take over the screen and do some, teach us something fantastic, or say something fantastic. Mr. Abdurrahman?
Between two different things. Yeah, I'm thinking too much, I'm bursting at the seams. Tell me I'm not lost out at sea. Tell me they are listening to me, feeling misplaced. Someone rescue me. Someone rescue me.
When did you When did you get started and how? Well, I started trading long time ago, 2007, if you must know. But I've been more like a part-time trader, whereby I go to my daily activities, face my daily job and stuff like that, and then use my spare time to see if I could make money. And of course, I lose, I make money, and I lose, and of course, it goes on and on until last year, 2020. Of course, I found some good trading system. Some mentors, of course, followed them for a while, understood what price actions really are, and that was how I, kicked off. And of course, started seeing profits, and of course, I felt like the profits. Think I should, make expose whatever thing I'm doing, make people say I'm not good at marketing. Otherwise, it would have been something else. Would have been maybe the numbers would have increased. I mean, my views would have may have increased to something higher than what we have now. Well, it's okay. So I believe I answered this question for both of you, Ray BKK and Pat Habibi.
Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking with you. I know it, you know it, we make it. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking with you. I know it, you know it, we make it.
So Rahman actually shared something, a picture. So his analysis. Well, the only thing I can tell you, Rahman, is that 1 second. The break of this level, the break of 11421.57. Okay, is gonna prompt price to move in with so much force, right? It's gonna make price to move with so much force down to the downside. Okay, so that's the reason I'm gonna tell you. Broadening triangle. Well, I used to trade broadening triangle, but not anymore. Sometimes it doesn't give me a good confirmation. I've lost a lot of money trading this guy. Okay, so I prefer to stay away from broadening triangle. I just focus on my price actions. So I don't know much about broadening triangle. Okay, I just trade price actions, and when I happen to see a wedge, because I have seen a mentor of mine in the name of Refwen. I don't know. Some of us may know Refwen. Go to Instagram and type Refwen. You're gonna see him. He made $3 million trading on live, just in one sitting. Made $3 million trading in one sitting, right? So after what he used actually to make this money is wedge. So I picked special interest. I started looking out for wedge. Anywhere I see wedge, I see reactions, and when certain levels are broken, that's actually how I started trading wedge. Okay. So, but this is actually is if broadening triangle works for you, it's perfect. You can see this trend line here, some trend line here. So that's why I actually said the break of this low. If it breaks this low, it may just keep going, or it may just break it and then go back to give us some smart money move, and then my bias overall is bearish. Okay. So I've got a question here from Rebi Keke. Do you only trade NAS and oil? Technically, I trade only NAS. Of recent, I just picked interest in trading oil. Okay. Technically, I trade only NAS 100. What is the essence of me wasting my time trading every pair in this life when it doesn't give me profit? What is the essence, right? Focus. I think this is something I don't say a lot here. Focus on one pair. One pair is enough. I just look at oil because I see some good moves happening there. That's actually why I look at oil. Apart from that, I trade only NAS. That's why you see me. What is predominantly on the screen is NAS. My mentor's name, REF. Okay, look at the screen and get the spelling. Okay, man, I have many mentors, just that I learned from only few of them. Mentors, I mean, they could be some sort of motivation. That is the spelling. Okay. Well, I don't have any advice. I don't focus on news, unfortunately. I trade price actions. Okay. I trade price actions. Ray BKK. Any advice on us going into news next coming days? I trade price actions. So if I'm right in my price, in my analysis, news goes a long way to what is it called? News goes a long way to confirm my analysis by going in my direction. That is what news does for me. I could remember a certain time price was still at the reversal level, and then news came, went back to my entry, and then boom, in less than 5 seconds hit my TP. And I'm talking about 450 something pips, right? In less than one few seconds it hits 450 something pips. You can imagine what we're talking about. That's why I just have faith in us. I know it moves like crazy. As long as your analysis is right, then if your analysis is wrong, we stop loss, you can mitigate losses, right? So enough. Let's focus now. We're about to hit NYC open. Let's see whether we're going to get volume. Okay, I'm going to attend to your questions later. So this is NYC open, and surprisingly I don't see volume. Normally this is not the volume we normally see. If you've watched my videos, NYC open, NYSE open comes with a push. This push of I say yes, I say no from bears and bulls, but I don't see the bulls here. I don't see the push here. So I'm gonna wait for additional 15 minutes. If I don't see anything breaking below, I'm not taking a buy. I'm not taking a buy. Even if price breaks above here, I'm not taking a buy. It's okay. I'll let the price go. I'll let the trade go. Tomorrow I'm gonna take another trade. I'm gonna look out. I'm not confident in buys today. Really. If I'm not confident if I go against my emotions, I mean, if I go against my bias, I normally lose. So I better stay out completely than getting into buys when I see one. Okay. US oil still useless in itself. Please, if you got into this trade, just you can exit. You don't have any loss yet. I didn't take this trade because, but then obviously this price may go down. Really, I mean, looking at this structure, price may likely go down, but not without liquidating the guys that are smart enough to get into trade without confirmation. It's gonna liquidate them here. I feel it's gonna just jump up and then jump down and keep going down. That's what I feel it's gonna do. So let's see. Let's wait for 15 more minutes for NAS to make some moves. If it doesn't, we call it a day and wait for tomorrow. I think what is going to bring back volume in the market is news. News is what's going to bring back volume into the market. Unfortunately, I don't trade news, but I can actually go and check to see if there are news scheduled. Okay, 4:30. This is all gone and this is all CAD. What about tomorrow? Tomorrow we're gonna have USD 530. Oh, okay. No. This is testifies. Testifies doesn't move the market, but when this guy speaks, like if you see, instead of seeing speaks, testifies, you see speaks, it moves the market. But him testifying, I've never seen it move market. Perhaps it could move it today. I mean tomorrow. I don't know. So, but let's say tomorrow. Tomorrow is and this is NYC open, so it could move the market. It could give us the volume we are looking for. Well, let's hope things turn out fine. Okay, I think NAS is making some nice move. I can see volume. Can see some bit elements of volume, indications of the presence of volume. I can feel it. So if this volume continues, this is the plan. I'm just going to give you guys the plan, and this I'm going to take it because it's played out, right? The plan is to set stop at this level. Okay, set your sell stop at this level. That is where I'm not buying shit. I'm not buying no jack, man. If it flies up, enjoy the fly. I'm not gonna go long today. I prefer to get the hell out than go long today. Okay, I can see lots of messages dropping. Let's look at the messages, please. But does news not affect your price actions analysis? Like I said earlier, Mr. Ray BKK, my price action analysis is strictly price action is truly my trading pattern. Okay, so if I am right, news simply confirms that I'm right. If I'm wrong, news moves the price against me and of course hit my stop loss. That is why I have never opened a trade without stop loss for more than 2 years. Okay, I think for more than 2 years I've never opened a trade without a stop loss for more than 2 years. So that should answer your question. That's what I'm talking about. G. If price wants to move to the moon, it's okay. I don't feel like taking buys today. Yes, there's clean traffic. I'm just gonna give you guys the go when to get in and when to get out, but I'm not gonna trade it. I'm not gonna trade. I'm not gonna open buy today. Really, there is clean traffic here. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is very fantastic. Going buy today is gonna be a good option, but I'm not gonna take it. If you guys wanna take it, it's up to you. But I'm just gonna look out for an entry and then call it. Seeing this volume coming, let's wait for an entry, then I'm gonna call the entry. Okay, and I'm still insisting on opening sell stop and wait for price to drive below 11410.51. All you need to do is wait patiently. All these things, they are the moves that makes amateurs expose their money to market players, right? They play around like this and they will make you think price is going where you want price to go, and suddenly the trend is against you, and looking at your capital is reducing per milliseconds, and the next thing you see, suddenly you say to yourself, oh god, if this price could just drive back to my entry point, I'm going to close this position. Man, it happens to everybody. Just hang on. If price decides to keep going up, it's okay, let it go. Have a nice day, price. That's the only thing I'm going to say to price. If it doesn't, then we get into our position right here. One thing I want you to understand: one, two, three. Could this be another touch? Could this be another touch? I don't know. So let's see if this is going to be another touch that is actually characterized by fake out. Let's see how this plays out, but I'm not going to enter any position, man. Buy, no. Sell, yes. Buy, no. So I may actually redraw this to make sense now. Yes, I think it makes more sense right now. Yes, it clearly defines this guy as a bad boy, which is fake out. And I was in a position here, I didn't see this on time. So let's see how price reacts around here. Hang on in there, guys. Hang on in there. I hope it's not lost. If I were to be trading 15 minutes or 5 minutes, this is a fantastic entry right here from here. Getting up to this. Why? This is a flag. But gone are the days when I trade flag and stuff like that. There was a time I used to trade flag, but I don't trade anymore. Or do I say this is actually a channel? It's a channel, alright? But in 5 minutes, I don't trust it. Why are you so confident about sell, but not so much buy? Experience. I don't want to buy. Simple as that, man. I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy. We may stay here throughout the day without getting a sell position. If we get a sell position, nice. If you don't get a sell position, we call it a day, guys. I don't have any confirmation to buy anything here, so I'm not going to buy nothing, okay? I've got no confirmation to buy. I'm not going to buy anything. So if you get any confirmation from your strategy, go ahead and execute. But for me, nothing, no confirmation from my end. There's something that happens after a move, and I'm waiting for that to happen before I ask you guys to buy. I'm not buying. I'm not opening a position. After a breakout comes a retest, right? So once I see a retest and I verify that it's actually a retest and not some sort of fake out for this move, then I'm gonna ask you guys to buy. Trust me, it's gonna work out, okay? After a breakout comes a retest, okay? So at the retest, okay, from here, if I get any signal around here, if I get any confirmation around 115 11.48, then I will tell you guys to go long until 11642.55. So that is all I could do, but trust me, it's gonna work out. Once I get that confirmation, trust me, it's gonna work out. Otherwise, for me to open a position today, it's gonna be a sell. If it's not a sell, nope. Just to answer just this last question, it keeps striking me. Why are you so confident about sell but not so much buy? Now, if you've watched my trading session before, you're gonna see if I get a candle like this, I expect the next candle to at least give me a week, a steeper week, right? I expect it to give me a week like this. Okay, so if it gives me a week like this, what is going to be my entry? My entry is going to be either above the open, the price open, or above the previous bar. I didn't get this, so why should I go into the market? It's risky for me. I don't have my confirmation. Okay, it's too risky. Did you see what happened there? Went up. It's not just stable. The market is not just stable, so I can't just risk anything without getting confirmation. Let's look at US oil. US oil is going insane, crazy. Market is dull. I want you guys to understand something. After a week, a profitable week, comes a week of consolidation. Okay, so perhaps this week will be that week of consolidation. Okay, all these things we are consolidations, but then with, of course, with some confirmation. For instance, imagine I was here trading live here. If I saw this and this, once I see this candle right here, okay, I'm going to open a position like this, and of course stop loss here and then take profit somewhere below. Okay, so we must not trade everything that calls itself move. That's what I want to establish here. Okay, if it's a move, it's a move. If there's confirmation, take it. If there's no confirmation, do not take it. All right, let's see. We're going to confirm now whether this is a fake out or an actual breakout. This is the part that I've been waiting for, to confirm whether this is a fake out or an actual breakout. This is the time to confirm. So Mr. Ray BKK, let's find out. You can compare oil and NAS. Those two things are different. Oil consolidates most of the times. You can see clearly from here. It consolidates most of the times. It moves just once in a while. You can see once in a while. Every other thing is consolidation. Once in a while, consolidation. Just one move, consolidation. See, it consolidates most of the time. It hardly moves like this. It hardly moves this way. And funny enough, we cut up to 40% of this move. 40%, we cut 40%. Yeah, up to 40% of this move. So that is why I just opened it, just in case I foresee this move again. I'm going to take it. Now, I want everyone to understand something. My trading style is a trading style whereby if I give you an entry here, I don't expect you to leave your positions open until it hits the take profit, right? It means once your entry is here, the price hits your entry, the next thing you should do is to close partials at the next resistance or support level. Close partials at least 50 to 80% of your profits, and then move your stop loss to break even so that the trade becomes risk free, such that even if price starts to go back towards your entry, you've secured 80% of your profit. That is your profit. Nobody will ever take it away from you because it's yours. You've secured it, right? So the remaining 25 to 50 to 25 to 10% that is left is going to go hit stop loss, and that stop loss is zero because the trade is now risk free. So that is why if I give you entry, always try to use my trading system to utilize my entries. Otherwise, you're going to lose your stop. You're going to lose your money. Always close your partials. Anytime you see an entry from me, once your trade goes 30 to 50 pips, close partials, and then let the rest run. If it hit, and move your stop loss to break even. Okay, for those of us that have traded with me for a long time, they understand what I'm talking about. If you want to understand, go back to my trading videos from the previous days and look at them gradually, patiently, of course, because sometimes we trade 2 hours without any trade. Sometimes we have a losing trade. Sometimes we break even and stuff like that. So take your time and look for where I took a trade and somehow I managed the trade. Okay. This is 15 minutes. So I would have gone into a trade if I were buy biased. This would have been a fantastic entry for me. Okay. If I were buy biased, this would have been a fantastic entry for me. We stop loss, of course, below here. But then this is 15 minutes and I'm not buy biased. Okay. If this were to be 30 minutes or 1 hour, I may risk it. But this is 15 minutes. It's too risky to do this in 15 minutes. Okay. I'll advise anyone to please stay away for now from NAS. Market is still very confused after a few days holidays. Weekend versus some banking holidays or whatever it's called. So I suggest that price is still very confused. He doesn't know what he wants. Give it some time. It's the brain will open up again to understand where it's moving to. Okay. So my friend, oil NAS, no, they don't move alike. Anyway, I'm not supposed to answer that question correctly because I just started exploring oil. Been trading NAS for some time, but then with my little experiment, nope, they don't move alike. I'm actually very keen to see what this candle is gonna do. Okay, I just want to see how it's gonna end. That's all I'm here to do. I'm supposed to have ended this stream 5 minutes ago, but then on seeing this candle, I just want to see what it's gonna do. What is gonna be its reaction, right? Because like I told you guys at the beginning of our stream, I expect a candle that is gonna go up and down. But this guy went up and it refused to come down, right? So what it means that either it continues going up when in next 10 minutes, which is in the formation of next 1 hour candle, either it continues to go up or the next 1 hour candle is going to invalidate this breakout, whereby making this a fake out. If it make this a fake out, it means that, oh my god, you know what I mean by oh my god, price will so drift down. Again, if you are coming here every day hoping to make profit every day, that's a wrong notion. It's a wrong expectation. Adjust your expectations and set your expectations right. Okay. We are only here to trade when we see one. If we don't see one, we dust our asses and get home, knowing that our monies are safe. Okay. So today is not just a day. This would have been a fantastic move. Down, move down, up, move confirmation, salary play, confirmation. I was waiting for a steeper week. After a salary play confirmation, at least look seeing that this guy does not have a bottom wick, right? I expected some long steeper wick here, right? If I had gotten a steeper wick, my god, I would have we are supposed to have made our profits and ended the stream, but then I didn't get any confirmation. What am I trying to say? In other words, have a strategy and have a set of rules for yourself. If I didn't have rule, I'm going to take this trade and I'm going to win today. What about tomorrow? If I take it tomorrow, am I going to win? No, I'm going to lose. The hell. Okay, have a strategy and set a couple of rules. Have a set rules for yourself and follow the rules. Okay. So I look out for things, some things in a wedge. What if this is a fake out, right? And me trying to trade a fake out is going to result in me losing my money, right? One of the things I've observed is that for a wedge, 70% of the times, the confirmation of a wedge breakout is a fake out to the other side of the wedge. And when you see it, perhaps the reason is because people are expecting price to to start going down from that point, right? But then price does not want to go down. Okay, it wants to get trap sellers. I mean, for instances like this, right? It prefers to trap sellers, thinking and then to I mean hit to liquidate sellers right here, and then trap buyers, and then liquidate buyers right here, and then continue going down. Okay, so that is what price actually does when it comes to wedges. So that is why I'm not confident enough to open any position here, because if you see this close this way now, if it closes like this, the next candle may break above it and continue going up, which is one thing. But most likely, if it closes like this, in this situation, the next candle may most likely keep going down, indicating that this is a very big fat fake out. Okay, so I don't know whether it's going to happen that way. I'm just saying based on experience. Okay, so in everything I've just said today, let your takeaway today be that you should have a confirmation and a set of rules for yourself if you want to make a successful trader. Full stop. I'm gonna mute myself for now. Okay, everyone. Okay. So, I'm just gonna summarize what may happen today. So you look out for that. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream shortly. So what I expect to happen is for this to form as a break, as a fake out. I've seen these moves, this kind of move a lot of times. Okay, so I expect this to be form some sort of a fake out by it's gonna just drop and drop and keep dropping. Okay, or there's something it's gonna do. It's going to find some sort of resistance around here, okay, and then form some something in this nature, okay, and then break out, retest, and keep going down, okay. This may be the situation, but I'm not going to be around to wait for it. Definitely my bias today is sell, so I'm not getting my sells. I'm okay with that. If this were to be 30 minutes, if that makes sense for me to take a trade here, for it to go up this much, at least this much is going to give me up to 30 pips. But unfortunately, this is you can see is up to 45 pips even. Unfortunately, this is 15 minutes. I don't normally trade with 15 minutes unless I get a better confirmation in 30 minutes. And when I get a better confirmation in 30 minutes, it makes it easy for me to switch to 15 minutes and look for a good entry. Okay, there's no confirmation for me here, unfortunately. There's no confirmation. My confirmation would have come around here, but it didn't come, so I'm not going to be part of this trade. So unfortunately, we come back tomorrow knowing that our capital is safe and everything is good with us. So let's hope for a better trade tomorrow. I hope to see each and every one of you again tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today. Do have a lovely evening. Bye bye, everyone.